So how do you go about choosing the right social media partner for you? You will naturally probably have been doing a lot of the social media for your business yourself, especially at the beginning, but it will naturally get to a stage where you simply can't do everything yourself. And I would imagine that you've got to that stage where you think, actually, I need to bring in an expert to really help guide and develop the business and to make sure that it's showing up correctly in the relevant platforms for you. But I also appreciate that that's quite a minefield. There are so many options out there. Do you choose a one-man band? Do you go with a social media manager that has a certain number of hours available? Or do you look at working with a larger scale digital agency where they've probably got quite a large range of different people that could support you? So that's one thing to really start thinking about. So how do you choose? So I've got 3 tips to share with you today. The first one is think about the type of people you want to work with. Obviously, you'll want to work with an expert, but how do you want that relationship to be? Do you want that person to be super responsive? Do you want to give them a free rein so they can come away with ideas and guide you and lead it? Do you perhaps want nothing to do with it? You want to hand it over to somebody, let them do it from simply producing a plan right through to actually implementation. So it's definitely worth having a think and being honest with yourself about how much you actually want to get involved with this. I love it when I'm at live events and I'll be sending photos through to my social media manager and she'll then be posting them live for me and talking about them as if it was me. I love that. But I also get that some of our clients prefer to have much more of a rigorous control over it and for the social media manager to come up with some preferred posts and they sign those off. So have a think about what you're like as a personality and how you would like that relationship with your social media manager to pan out. Tip number 2, decide what size of social media outfit you want to work with. Do you want to work with one individual social media manager who's possibly got a couple of other clients and a set numbers of hours each week? Or do you want to open it up, work with a larger digital agency where you're a small fish in a very large pond? So there are different benefits, obviously, pros and cons to both of those, but have a real think about actually what you're wanting and what you feel the business needs at this stage. It doesn't have to last forever, remember. And my 3rd tip is decide how you want that relationship to be from the outset. And I would agree some sort of boundaries. I would say possibly look at a 3-month trial. We sometimes have clients that have expectations that they're going to grow followers overnight when they start working with a social media manager. That doesn't realistically happen. Obviously, you will grow and develop very quickly, but it doesn't happen overnight. So I would always say to a client, have a 3-month window minimum. So agree some parameters, do a lot of checking. So each month be tracking. So certainly on something like LinkedIn, your SSI score, how you're doing against your competitors, but equally give it a little bit of time because you do need to build momentum. And it may be that your social media manager will review your current performance and say, actually, the followers you've got aren't probably the ones you really need now, so we can strip those out and then we can start building again slightly differently. So it's not about the follower numbers, it's much more about engagement and consistency. So here at GetAhead, we have over 15 social media managers within our pool of virtual experts. We match on personality as well as skill set because that's really, really important for us. So I would love to have a conversation with you if you think that we could support you. And I'm always up for giving any guidance. I absolutely love LinkedIn. I'm finding it a really, really responsive platform for us at the moment. So if you'd like just any tips about that, I'm more than happy to talk anything LinkedIn. Thank you.